Chase, welcome to the international community. I'm Carvelli, Master of Finance. Thanks so much for tuning in today. The topic today is what credit score I need to buy a car. Okay, this is a frustrating topic because I see so many videos out there that are misleading and says you need this score, that score. In my opinion, it's not really exactly like that. It's not just a score. For example, you could have a 760 score and have a $500 credit card and a $1,000 credit card and you think you could buy a car. The chances are very limited. You're gonna need a cosigner probably. The reason why is because you can't go from $1,000 to $20,000 or $10,000 most of the time, okay? This is one really good example. Another really good point is if you're under 3 months on the job, sometimes called a probationary period, this could be tough to get a car loan unless the job before your new job is very similar, okay? Also, part-time work can get challenging unless you have a few part-time jobs because there's minimum income requirements, sometimes around $1,800 that you have to make in order to get the car loan. Other factors is disability, child tax. There's all other types of incomes that can help you, but it depends how long and what kind of documentation you have. So keep in mind, these are big factors to the whole equation of getting approved for a car loan. Another area that's really important is how high your credit limits are. For example, a credit card with $2,000 compared to $15,000 or $10,000 is going to be more way beneficial to get that car loan. Or a credit line that's $1,000 versus $20,000. So if you have higher amounts, you're going to be more successful getting this car loan. Another really important is your debt ratio. This is all the debt you have based on the income you have. Typically it's 40%, okay? So you're allowed to spend 40% of what you make. So in this example, if your debt ratio is over 40%, you're not getting a car probably. This is a super bad area that the banks don't like because you can't handle more debt. So do your debt ratio calculation, 40%, depends on the country, of what you make. And you'll know right away if you need to get some stuff down in order to acquire that car. A really good factor into getting another car loan, of course, is if you have an existing car loan. Now, if you want to not trade in that car loan, debt ratio will come into it, and they're not always the best in giving 2 car loans, unless you have a spouse or someone to add. But you can if you make enough income, so keep that in mind. But if you want to trade it in and you have a good payment history on the previous car, you're going to be gold to get into the next one, okay? Within reason of the amount, but you'll probably be able to increase that loan on the next one. Another really, really big point is going to your own bank or going to your own bank through the dealer. This could be dangerous because the bank knows so much about you and maybe some debt that your credit bureau doesn't know about. Example, the mortgage is not always reported, and sometimes they know too much about your history, whereas the finance manager might put in a better story for you than you originally did at your bank, okay? So unless you have such a great relationship with your bank and it's all perfect and nothing matters that's on your bureau, yeah, you can go that route. But if not, I'd highly recommend going with other banks because they're going to want to compete for your business too. They're going to want to get you, right? Because they don't have you. That's another area. So keep this in mind. What credit score do I need to put down no down payment? This is a simple answer. The credit score does not matter for this, okay? This matters, for example, if the price of the car is too much or they're trying to make too much on the back-end products like warranty and gap insurance. So credit score doesn't matter. You don't need to put down that down payment. There are times when putting a lot of money down can help if the price of the car isn't too high and they're not trying to sell you a bunch of back-end products. This can actually offset the loan and help, to be clear. But most of the time, this is not the case because they're just trying to make more money off of you. Question, what is the minimum credit score for car financing? Well, a 300-400 score is going to be really challenging in my opinion to get a car. You want to work on it maybe to get to the low 500s and then apply for a car after that. How fast will a car loan raise my credit score? Due to the algorithm process, this can be complex because there's so many factors in your credit. But the bottom line is having this car loan is a loan that's revolving, that's going to keep breeding your credit score to go up. It's a great strategy to improve your credit score. Please invest yourself into financial literacy. Check out my ebook at masteroffinance.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram. Like us on Facebook. Tell all your family and friends worldwide. I'm Carvelli, Master of Finance. God bless. Thanks for tuning in today. Take care.